Hello, 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 good people. Hello, good people. I am Hollie Kelly, and this is Dr. Kelly's Perspective for Monday, March 9th, 2020. It has been so long since I've said those words, and I didn't, drop you a line letting you know I'd be back on live today, but I'm here. I'm here. So catch up with me when you can. Um, it is good to be back. It is good to be back and find everything in its place. So I just wanted to drop in today to say I'm back. I've missed you all tremendously. And hey, Marcia. And so while I was gone, I was in Manila for a couple of weeks and doing work, not exciting sightseeing. That I didn't get to a lot of sightseeing stuff. Uh, okay, so first of all, there's 16 hours difference from the West Coast, at least. And so in addition to the time zone difference, I was also doing most of my work in what I would call an odd hour, like 1 a.m. start time, 3 a.m. start time. And so my little whole body was all, if I had to live by the watch, because I definitely couldn't pay attention to the sunlight or the darkness. But anyway, I am back. I'm glad to be back. It was an excellent, excellent trip. Um, very, very productive in more ways than one. Okay, so, and I'll go into more detail on this later, but for me, it was a mini spiritual workover. I had to work out some things, and God, in all of His goodness, allowed me to do that. And I'm still working through it. It's not like, oh, it was a done deal in 2 weeks. Thank you very much. But I'll reveal more of that little by little as we go. But I wanted to just drop in and remind you that we have choices, and it starts here. It starts here. It starts right here with what we choose to do in our minds. And I am a living witness that to change your mind changes everything in your life, but that mindset change is not anything that is easy. We are fighting against decades of thoughts and decades of habits. Miss Monique, what you doing up this early? Why are you up this early? So it is a constant struggle. It is a constant and deliberate and intentional action to revamp your mind, to reshape your thoughts. And that has to happen, and it has to happen like there's no time off. Hey, Danita, thanks for all who are jumping on. There's no time off for, oh, okay, I'm just going to relax and I just want to relax. My mind needs to, okay, you don't have time for that if you are intentional about changing your mindset, because the habits that we've lived in, the thought patterns that we've lived in for decades are going to fight not to give up well, listen there, Monique, since you couldn't go to sleep. They're going to fight to change. They're going to fight to release their hold on our lives. And if where we're going, not if, since where we are going requires a different mindset, a different thought pattern, a different culture going on in your mind, you need to be ready for the fight. You need to be prepared not to lay down and just allow your thoughts to take over, because They will resort to what has been your norm. They will keep you where you have always been, even though you want to go. You want to go where you know you desire. I promise you, your thoughts, until you actively change them, until you deliberately and intentionally replayed a new message and rewind a new message that must be intentional, you're going to stay stuck. And it doesn't matter how desperately you want to get out. It doesn't matter how, oh my goodness, I've got to change. I need to change. I want to change. If you are not going to be intentional about what you feed yourself, what you allow yourself to eat and marinate on, because it's like it has to be constant. It must be consistent. And so if we're not willing to do that, the change is not going to happen. And then you're going to get frustrated because I'm trying and nothing's changing. Okay, it's here. And so often we jump right to the behavior. We try to, force it with our will. And if I just had more discipline, and if I just had more willpower, when in actuality, it has to start up here. Then the behaviors will follow. We have to make a decided, deliberate, intentional decision to replace decades of old thoughts, of old thought patterns, of old thought habits with the new, with what you intend, where you want to go. And it's going to be against and stretch against our norm. It just is. And you need to be up for the fight. Good, prepared for missteps and slips and dips, because you are fighting against decades old habits and thought patterns. It can happen though. What I want you to know, what I need you to believe, what I need you to know is that you can change. You can change, and you can change this. Well, thank you, Deb. Thank you. So that's what I want to say to you. That's what I want to say to you. Make this a marvelous Monday. Make it a marvelous Monday, and be ready for the fight. The fight with yourself, the fight with your old habits, your old thought patterns. Okay, I am back. I will join you here Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Eastern, 4 a.m. for us early birds, and just to give you my perspective, because where you are is not the end of where you desire and were designed to be. There's more for you. There's more. Until next time, take real good care of yourselves.